Mom Craft Teach. I am just doing a quick video today to show you guys what my plans are for my July planner lineup. I know a lot of planner babes out there are sharing their lineup with everyone just because it is kind of a new planner season. A lot of people do have their 18-month planners starting in the month of July. And as you can see, I do have a little bit of a stack here going on of what I plan to use for the rest of this year. Now, obviously the thing about the Happy Planner is that you can always change things to what works for you. And I have actually made a few changes to what I am doing. Primarily what I was using was just my classic Happy Planner, and I'll just go through here. We'll start from the top and we'll go work our way down. So right now I did find this mini from the Wrong collection, and I am using this one for daily hand lettering practice and just kind of finding some inspirational quotes to keep me going. So I'm a little behind and I haven't quite finished the month of June yet, but I will do a nice flip through once I do finish out this month, just to show you guys what I've been doing in this one. And then I know that Planner Potentials is doing a hand lettering challenge for the month of July. So I thought that it would be fun in case I can't find any quotes to do in my book here, because there are some days where I just was not sure if I was loving the quote that I had. Then I know that I can just refer to that challenge instead for the month of July. So that's what I'm doing in this micro Happy Notes hand lettering. Now, kind of on the same subject, I know that Mermaid Logic also does a handwriting challenge. So kind of a spin off of that, basically using her challenge that she's posted on Instagram and writing the specific prompt or word for that day in different handwriting. So I thought that I would use one page for each day here. So I just wrote down that this is what I'm using for Mermaid's Logic July Handwriting Challenge, and for July 1st I'm all ready to write the first word on July 1st. So originally I was going to be using this for wellness, just a kind of like a mini wellness accountability planner, and it honestly did not work for me. I forgot all about it and it was just sitting there. I had a few things written down that I was keeping up, but I thought that since I do refer to my classic every day, I wanted to transfer wellness into here since I am not going to be using it for social media anymore. If you've seen my other video on what I'm doing with my micros, I did post 3 different ways that I use my micros. Obviously not the health and wellness anymore, but I am still using this as my little on-the-go throw in the purse. So I do have a whole video on how I use this, basically just to buy some random plans if I'm on the go, and miscellaneous notes if I think of anything, brain dump. So that is what I'm doing here. Again, this is just a cover that I did a DIY with, and still trying to decide if I want to post a tutorial on how I did that on YouTube, but I'm still having trouble finding this material again. So hopefully going towards the fall, I can find some more plastic placemats and show you how I did this. But for now, that is what I'm doing with my Happy Notes Micro. Here is my brand new Squeeze the Day Southern Preppy Planner. I'm planning to use this for a social media planner. And I've kind of written here on sticky notes of what I want to do and what I want to include. I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos from other planner babes. They're telling us how they're using their planner for social media specifically. And so I kind of gathered some ideas and wrote down what I think might work for me. And here are some maybe inserts I want to create, like keywords that I want to use for YouTube, good times to post, maybe a running list of Instagram and YouTube ideas for posting. I do have my Etsy shop, so I want to write down my Etsy ideas, my Etsy work in progress, as well as tracking Etsy revenue a little more closely, just because I have been actually selling a lot of my inserts that I have been creating for Happy Planner. So I just want to kind of track and see how things are going, which listings are doing well, which ones maybe I could improve on or even just remove from Etsy altogether. And then here on my monthly spread, I thought that here I could track who my followers, not who my followers are, but how many followers I have. Maybe note what days I want to film so I can see that at a glance, as well as kind of planning out what posts I want to do, just so that I can kind of see a month at a glance. Maybe I can kind of have a recurring theme going on throughout a month, rather than, just posting random things throughout the month. Again, it's all a work in progress. I feel like this isn't something that I have been doing for a long time, so I'm still trying to find my rhythm on what kind of content I want to be sharing. So that is my monthly view. And then for the weekly view, I'm excited to start using a dashboard layout, which I haven't done yet. Right now, what I'm thinking is I want to use the colored box here to write down who I might be interested to feature on my Follow Fridays or my Feature Fridays that I like to do every week on Instagram. Here, I want to maybe post an overview of to-dos for my week, maybe use this box for Etsy and YouTube. I figured this could either be a decorative element or where I might want to write miscellaneous other notes that I might have for the week. For myself, I maybe want to do an insert, but I thought that this, since there is Monday through Sunday notes here already, maybe I could write down what hashtags I plan to use each day. I know Mondays sometimes are, is it maybe quote of the week? See, this is why I need to write it down, because I forget. And so I think that would be a good place for me to remind myself of what hashtags I want to use on those days. And then I wanted to kind of write down here what I plan to post on Instagram. I do like to kind of stick to some of the same things, like midweek and before the pens, after the pens, maybe a throwback spread if I have one. And then I did kind of want to share a little bit more on stories, maybe like a Tip Tuesday or, just like chats or anything like that on Instagram stories. Not sure yet. Again, I'm still working on my content and what I want to put out there. And I've realized lately that I do think that I would benefit better from planning this stuff ahead, because I feel like I've been, I don't want to say burnt out, but I feel like I don't want this to feel like an obligation anymore. I really started out doing this just as something that I want to do for fun, and it's recently started to feel kind of like work. And I know no one out there is pressuring me, but I'm putting that pressure on myself to push out some new content all the time. And I just want to make sure that I'm doing it just because it's what I like and not because I feel like I need to. I'm kind of just rambling now, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I love my planner community and I love the inspiration that I get from everyone. And so I just want to make sure that when I'm putting stuff out there, that it is because I want to inspire and, put a positive vibe out there for people, and help them, discover what the best way for them to use their planners are. So that is my social media planner. My classic size planner, I actually am going to go ahead and change out the cover just because I do have this cover that says "Be a Flamingo in a Flock of Pigeons," and right now I'm just kind of have this as like a catch-all of like random sticker pages that I have and that I've gotten from D-stashes from, actually most of these are from my cousin. But I really like this cover, and so I thought that I would take this off and use it for the summer because, sorry, that's probably loud and you can't hear me talking, but I thought that I would use this for the summer. Obviously, pigeons, flamingos are such kind of a symbol of summer, and I thought it would be super cute to just kind of change it out. And I think that the pink and coral colors here go really well with my metal rose gold rings. So that is what I am going to do right here. Oops. And again, my classic Happy Planner won't change too much as far as what I'm putting in there. I might have the opportunity to be a little bit more decorative since I'm not necessarily dedicating a whole row to social media anymore. But like I said, I want to kind of incorporate maybe some fitness, wellness, healthy habits in there instead of social media. And it's going to be a journey either way of figuring out how I want to do that and figuring out how I want to get motivated to get healthy. So nothing crazy. Right now I have not decorated my July yet, but I do like to go in and put little post-it notes of things that are going on throughout the month, just so that I don't forget anything when I'm decorating. And that's pretty much it for my classic. I just have some other inserts in here, like summer bucket list. Nothing else too crazy. I might start pulling some months out just so that it doesn't get too crazy thick here. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know that I do like to put inserts in here, but I'm thinking of buying just another set of rings to transfer some of these months into, just so that I can slim this down so it's not so darn heavy. Other than that, let's see. Now we're moving on to my Happy Notes notebook that I shared, I believe, on Instagram just as a post, that I'm going to use this for keeping track of my VIPKID classes and income and maybe referrals. So I do teach ESL to kids online in China, and so I teach them English usually from 5 a.m. until 7:30 or 8 o'clock a.m. before my daughter gets up. And then for the rest of the day, I'm usually a stay-at-home mom or doing my YouTube, Instagram, Etsy, all that other stuff. So even though I am a stay-at-home mom, I do have a lot of things on my plate. So I thought that, especially for VIPKID, I like to keep track of my goals and how many classes I'm teaching and how much money I'm making. So I have my first tab here is for the month of June. I'll create something similar for the month of July to kind of keep track of how many classes that I've taught, write down my monthly goals here, and any miscellaneous notes that I have, as well as my earnings, how many 5 Apple ratings I have, how many referrals I'm working with that month. It's cute. I can decorate this one since it is the start of summer. I did kind of like a fun, picnic spread here. And then, like I said, I'll probably do July next. And then here, I haven't quite drawn it out yet, but I do plan to do my monthly income for the year, so I can just kind of see where my numbers are each month and how much I've been earning. Maybe I can see then what the trends are. Do I have more classes during a certain month, or do I need to kick it up a notch and maybe add more classes in the evenings or more on the weekends when my husband's home to help me out with Maya. And then here I just wanted to kind of keep track of my referrals. So it's not like a pyramid scheme for VIPKID, but you do have the opportunity to refer people to become teachers in the company. And when you do that, you do get a small bonus when they teach their first class. Now, it could be as simple as, hey, yes, do you want to be a referral? Just make sure you use my code when you sign up, but a lot of times too, referring people, you can help coach them and make them successful as a teacher. So this is just going to be a place where I can write down, what referrals I'm working with, and if, they want help with coaching, or, where they are at in the hiring process, just so that I can help them along and make sure that they're successful in their teaching journey, of course. So that's pretty much all I have for my July lineup. So we have the happy notes, we have the classic, we have the social media mini, and then we have all 3 of my micros that I am using for the remainder of the year. Other than that, I think that's all we have. I have considered getting a new 18-month classic, but I'm trying really hard not to spend the extra money on another new planner when I have these extra months left in here. So it might be the first time that I am able to do that without buying a new planner before I've finished one. So we'll see if I stay strong. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching my July lineup today. If you did enjoy the video, please do give me a big thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and hit that bell button if you'd like to be notified on when I do post those videos. Thank you guys again for watching, and happy planning. Bye.